Alright, class, I can feel the tension in the air. What's wrong?
Ma'am, the exam is tomorrow and we're all freaking out.
I can't even focus. My mind's all over the place.
I get it. Exam stress is real. But I have a simple trick to help you all relax. It's called Coherent breathing.
Coherence what?
It's a breathing technique that calms your body and mind. Let's try it together. Everybody sit comfortably. Okay, inhale, hold, exhale. Let's do it a few more times. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale.
Whoa, I actually feel lighter.
See? Coherent breathing regulates your heart rate and help you focus. Our research shows it's an effective way to reduce anxiety.
That's amazing. We should do this before every exam.
Yeah, my heart isn't racing anymore.
Exactly. Now, let's dive into how this works.
Monitoring pulse rate and blood oxygen level using Arduino. Enhancing academic performance through coherence breathing.
How physiological factors, pulse rate, and blood oxygen levels influence academic performance. With growing interest in pulse oximeters in education, our study examines how these factors affect focus and learning.
Stress affects pulse rate and oxygen levels, impacting concentration and academic performance. However, controlled variations through breathing exercises can enhance cognitive function and learning efficiency.
This law explains that moderate stress boosts performance, but excessive stress hinders it. Yerkes dozen law says that a moderate level of stress helps performance, but too much or too little hurts it.
Our study examines how breathwork influences physiological factors in academic success.
Using an Arduino-based system, we'll track these parameters in real time, offering insights for students and educators. Our null hypothesis states that coherence breathing has no significant effect on academic performance, while alternative hypothesis states otherwise.
Our study follows a correlational design, analyzing the relationship between students' pulse rate, blood oxygen levels, and academic performance. We use an Arduino-based pulse oximeter and exam score to identify potential correlations.
We use a standardized test and a pulsing monitoring system, an Arduino-based pulse oximeter. Our data collection had 4 steps. First, measuring baseline pulse rate and oxygen levels. Second, collecting data before and during the exam. Third, introducing coherent breathing as a relaxation technique. Fourth, measuring changes before, during, and after the exam.
We use the Pearson correlation coefficient to analyze the relationship between physiological factors and test scores, ensuring a structured and reliable study. This statistical method helps us to determine whether these physiological variables significantly influence academic performance.
We first established baseline data where the average heart rate was 93.20 bpm and blood oxygen was 97.34%, both optimal. On the exam day without intervention, heart rate spiked to 115 bpm, showing increased stress, while blood oxygen slightly dropped. With intervention, heart rates were lower and blood oxygen remained closer to optimal, suggesting a calming effect.
We analyzed the correlation between physiological responses and test scores. Without intervention, Pearson's correlation coefficients were negligible, meaning no strong relationship between stress and performance. Even with intervention, correlation remains weak, but we observed improved physiological stability. This suggests stress affects the body but does not directly determine test outcomes.
Lastly, we examined the impact of intervention on exam performance. The mean score improved from 12 to 13 out of 15, a 6.67% increase. A paired t-test confirmed this was statistically significant. While stress indicators didn't strongly correlate with scores, the intervention still helped. This highlights the potential benefits of stress management strategies in improving exam performance.
Our study examined the link between pulse rate, blood oxygen levels, and exam performance. We found that coherence breathwork improved scores by 6.67% and partially stabilized physiological responses but didn't fully prevent stress-induced heart rate elevation. Negligible correlations suggest these factors function independently, highlighting the need for better stress management strategies in academics.
We recommend improving our Arduino-based monitoring system by comparing it with medical devices and refining breathwork techniques for better heart rate stabilization. Future studies should include larger, more diverse groups and explore other stress management methods. Examining long-term effects and physiological responses under different stressors could further enhance academic well-being.